Alright guys, welcome back to another video. It's been a couple of months since the last one, so today I'm going to go through and rate your loadouts. We've done videos in the past, we've done streams in the past. You guys always seem to love it, so I posted a couple days ago to send in trade links on Discord. Everyone that sent a trade link has been opened, and I'm going to go through and give it a rating out of 10. So, it might be a bit of a longer video, but hopefully you enjoy it, because it's a little bit different, and just as a heads up for today's giveaway, you guys may know, I've started to enjoy the Rat Rod a little bit, so I've picked up a stat track field test version for you guys, which is going to be the giveaway today. One of the big things with the Rat Rod is that even in field tested, it looks basically just as good as it does in factory new. So, entry requirements for this are hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment down below of the favourite skin you see from all these inventories today. If you want to see more giveaways like this, then please check out today's sponsor, Skinport. Skinport is the #1 place to buy and sell your CS2 skins. For example, right now I could buy this Emperor ONS Nightmare for 26% lower than Steam, or this Karambit Slaughter for a huge discount. So whether you're looking for some real budget gems, or you're getting ready to flex on your mates with some insane skins, then Skinport has everything you need and more. This is thanks to the fact that on Skinport you get 0 buyer fees, and for those of you selling skins, the fee starts from 2%. If you are selling, then payouts are sent in your local currency, and Skinport has a 4.9 out of 5 rating on Trustpilot from over 23,000 reviews, which makes it a trusted marketplace for you. For more details, check out the link in the video description or pinned comment, and thank you to Skinport for sponsoring today's video. Okay, so what we did last time was we filtered everything just from expensive to cheap, because that's the best way to get a first look. And I know Remix inventory is nuts because the value is already coming out at $3,300. So straight away we can see there's definitely a red theme here. He's got some minimal wear, minimal wear moto gloves. Honestly, in minimal wear, these look pretty good. Blood pressure still aren't my favourite gloves, but in regards to like the wear and how clean they look, I can get behind it. And then there's a factory new Slaughter Knife Survival. This is going to look really good. He's got multiple knives here, so he's also got a... Oh wait, what? Pattern 2.48, 15%. Let's see this in game. Ah, he's going for like full gold. Okay, he might be pairing those with the Mogul gloves, and that would make sense. Or not the Mogul, sorry, the Specialist gloves, Lieutenant Commander. These are also minimal wear, so I love the minimal wear gloves. These are going to look super clean. So, it definitely says we have red on the T side with this Bloodsport, which we'll check these stickers on in a second. They're all papers, but they might still like good. Low float field test it. Yeah, I think the Bloodsport's a weird mix of like this reddy orange, so going for these pinky red stickers on top is definitely a little bit more unique, like inspecting them in game. It's like a cheap paper craft, but I can get behind it. He has a Nightmare with Emor Hollows on it. I actually want to see how this looks in game. Thankfully not clashing too much with the stat track. I think the question here is, are you going to do 5x on this, or are you going to keep it as a 4x craft? That first page is pretty much everything for it. I know there is some storage containers here. The number of items in them is 299. That's stickers. And none in the other two. So really, it's everything on this first page. We definitely seem to have a blue vibe on CT. And it's basically what you've done here is you've gone for, like the 2 main rifles, a USP, and that's kind of it. Or maybe you're using these, like 5.7, you got the Force Knight, you got Blue Spruces. I guess you can get away with using those for the blue loadout. And then for the red, you've got like the Code Red, you've got the Bloodsport. Overall, I like it. I absolutely miss this. My head went straight to the parents I could see, and I've skimmed over the Phase 3 M9 Bayonet Doppler. You guys have probably been screaming at me writing in the comments that I've missed this. So this looks insane. I mean, Dopplers in general look insane. Phase 3, lovely sort of big blue with a little bit of like darkness in it. Incredible knife. I think across the board, I'd say this is a solid like 8 out of 10 loadout remix. What I'd like to see is some of the some of the bonus weapons across the board, so like sort of filling out the entire CT and T loadout. That's basically what we're getting towards 10. But across the board, this is super nice. Now, next up we have Bean, who also seems to have a Doppler, also Phase 3, and a gut knife. Now, I can't lie, I actually really like gut knife Dopplers. Not as much on the Gamma Dopplers, only really Phase 3 I think works. But Dopplers in general on a gut knife do look really good. And you can see here, like this is my overprint gloves with the Phase 3. Like this combination in game when it settles actually looks like a really nice combo. And like this knife is one of the budget Dopplers. These gloves and field tested are more budget friendly. Like this is a really nice combo you could go for. He's got another Nightmare here. I think the Liquid Fire, I know it's a paper, but it'll still look good. The Spirit stickers. What you could do is like Spirit, RMR, foils, or hollows here. They'll be super budget and it would work in really well. I love the duality. Now you've gone for some Pious, Madden, an Ins fan maybe? The only thing, CS2 has kind of killed these golds. Some golds that are like pure gold look really good. If there's backgrounds on golds, They've been killed a little bit, but I do like this sort of like full ints combo. So my question here being is, are you an ints fan? Or are you now a Falcons fan with some of the players moving the Falcons? Has an Op Corsair as well, with the flammable on it. God damn. And an Epsilon sticker, okay. We've got a Nightwish, a Spider Lily, Nuclear Guardian's good. Theme-wise, I'm not seeing much that I can pinpoint, but then when I'm giving ratings, it doesn't have to be theme. If you put stickers on these, you put JKS stickers on. Hold on, you got 2 default AKs? Oh yeah, it creates an extra default one, right? I mean, there's some really nice budget skins in here, like the Valens, Swag 7's good budget. Cold Fusion isn't my cup of tea, but it can be a good budget. Polymag's in there too. AK-wise, Field Test and Nightwish is good. We've got another in sticker. I'm gonna give you like a 7 out of 10 for this, mate. I like the knife. I'm not seeing any gloves. So I guess your next step would be getting gloves. So what I'd want to know is, mate, let me know in the comments down below, what's your glove pairing going to be for this knife? And then we have Tom coming in with possibly the most expensive loadout we're going to have. His is just over 5k, so we'll see if that holds true or not. We did look at his last time, but there's some updated things, so we'll look at it. Again, one of them I know is he's upgraded from a Phase 2 Gamma Doppler to an Emerald on the Glock. And I'm not sure if he applied it himself, but the PGL sticker being sideways at the end actually looks kind of cool. So obviously, upgrade-wise, Tom's working towards this like really big fucking class green loadout. So upgrading to the Emerald Glock just makes a lot of sense. Glove-wise, really low float, specialist gloves Emerald Web. And I say low float as in like field tested low float. So you can see like the E on the left hand, the knuckles, when it comes back down, has a little bit of wear on it. We can't really see the right hand all that much, but it does look cleaner. And there's decent web patterns as well. So like a low float for these, and you'll see the knife now in a second these pair with, which is a Phase 1 butterfly knife Gamma Doppler. Obviously the green at the bottom of the handle looks incredibly good. The blade itself is cool. It has all the good animations. I can basically guess that long-term plans would be going to a Phase 2, so it looks like a fake emerald, and then long-term to an emerald, but that's crazy expensive. So, knife and glove combo absolutely slapped. He has an emerald Yerman. I will say, like, and you'll see it on stream when I mentioned with Tom, I really dislike the stickers on this. The Nico one is like almost fine on it, but the red and green doesn't really work. The Astralis, again, like there's a lot of mixed stickers. I would prefer maybe just having the Nico one on it. Containment Breach with the Furia looks really good. You've seen me pick up that up and use it in game. Moss Quartz with the Entropic Hollows. He's called it the Green Goblin, so, you know, a +1 for the name tag. Moss Quartz is kind of the only green A1S outside of the Emphasaurus S or Boreal Forest, so going for this, putting a nice craft on it, and putting a cool name tag on it is like a nice way to make it fit in. We just hope we get better green A1Ss through the rest of this year. And then just looking at the left, he did pick up a Black Lotus. He has like a Hyper Beast. We've got the Og, Carved Jade, we've got the Hydra, we've got the Empire, we've got the Sea Leader. Really looking at the green inventory side of things here now, because I know that's what he's been building out. You've got Bamboo Force, you've got the Eco. I mean, across the board, this loadout is great. Obviously, a lot of it is in the knife and gloves, but skin-wise, across the board, it's good. I'm trying to think AK-wise. Yeah, AK, he went for the headshot. As we know, unless you go for a Wild Lotus or a Hydroponic, green AKs kind of suck. So his solution was to go for a 0.998 battle-scarred headshot and put some stickers on it. So, I mean, across the board, I've also just realised he's picked up an MP9 Hot Rod as well. Across the board, his inventory is super good, leaning towards the green. Solid 9 out of 10 here for Tom. And the only reason it's a 9 out of 10, really, is because we do have a proper green AK. Once Val fixes that and he commits fully into the green, I think we'll be in a really good spot. But the recent upgrades to Emerald Glock, and then changing from the Jade Gloves to the Specialist Emerald Webs, I love it. Then we have a Craze loadout, which I can already see looks like it's going to be red, which I love. Now, he's done a 5x already on the Orbit Mark 1, full of Phase glitters, and he's done one of each player. So this is the one thing that I do think is really cool with the new thing, is that if you support a team, you like all 5 players, you can actually fit all 5 onto it. Cardigan on the magazine looks pretty cool, how much you see. You do see it when you're holding it. What I would guess is, did you craft this fully afterwards, or did you have 4 on them and then realize that you can now add a 5th, and you've kind of had the force Cardigan in, and the only way is the mag? But I like this. Isaac for the Tech 9 is cool. The Traitor Minimal Wear with Phase Twists Winners. This will look insanely good. Falchion Slaughter, super nice, more budget-friendly knife. I don't say that in a bad way. Falchions are super underrated, and they offer you a lot of value for money, so the Slaughter's going to look good in that. You got the Code Red Deagle coming in. You got a Water Elemental Glock. We've got the 5.7 Urban Hazard, P250 Murtos, Hemoglobin Joe Berettas. I'm trying to think what else is here. You got the Jality Op with the Phase Hollow, so definitely a Phase fan. Basically, it's everything on this front page. I mean, I really like this across the board. I want to look at the USP in game. Again, the gold update with the background sticker makes it a little bit dark. So if this wasn't a signature and was just a straight up gold, it would look much stronger. But it is still a good craft. We just need to see Valve to fix the lighting a little bit. But yeah, and then like MP9 Rose Iron has a little bit of red in it, so that's fitting in. Spider Lily as the M4A4. Obviously blue with a bit of red, so it can kind of match. And then the Decimator is the A1S option. So I definitely see the red T-side theme, and then it sort of fades out into a bluish for the CT now. And then obviously the Spectrum ZX works well. I don't know if that's intentional, if you're not going for a theme, which that might be the case. But across the board, mate, I'm going to give you like an 8 out of 10, I think. I think the Knife and Glove combo is going to be really good. Obviously, with the Scarlet Shams, this will look very good. Your T-side, like in regards to a theme and combination, I'm super happy with. I mean, I have the question. Let me know for the M4s basically on the CT side. Now, I'm pretty sure this is Useless Kids loadout from the Discord. Some people don't have matching names, which makes it a little bit difficult. I have filtered expensive to cheap here. There's 2 Nitros. One of them has no craft. One of them has Fnatic Paper Craft, which is kind of cool. I'm not a fan of the check engine. We'll not dive too much into that. What I do like, though, is this Constrictor. Constrictor and Minware with the Rust Coat. When it comes to figuring out a budget loadout, I do really like this. Or like a budget combo. This works really well. Thinking then what the Constrictors are going to work with. Obviously, they will work with the Legion of Anubis. You got some nice Navi stickers on that. They'll work okay with the likes of the Conspiracy as well. Your Guardian has a bit of wear. Duality will work okay with the Constrictors too. Mudspike definitely will work. Edgelord will 100% work. So I think I like these glove combos with the Edgelord and the A1S. And then I'd say everything else is a little bit of mix across the board. So really the question is, mate, I just need you to know, let us know. Was there a theme going here? Or is it basically just you going for a budget combo and then you picked up some skins you'd like? Either way, I'd say this is a solid like 7.5 out of 10. So we'll go on to my eggs now. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. $148, and I think their message is that they said, my inventory is shit though, just imagine my Huntsman Brightwater there, it's a few days early, still waiting for prices to drop a bit. But despite that, I think the blue theme is actually going to be quite strong here. Now, we've got a low float field test to Huntsman. Now, I'm actually trying to think of a knife giveaway I could do that's not going to break the bank, and Huntsman Brightwater in minimal wear was one of the ones that came to mind. Obviously, you can see field test here. It starts to pick up some wear, but across the board, it's not too bad. And you can see, I think Brightwaters you should pair with Polygon, but even with like an overprint, for example, you can see how it would work. What I'm liking here is that every skin, every key skin, basically has like a budget craft on it. So like the AK has some Cloud9 glitters on it. I say budget, these are like $2 for the glitters. So again, you can see with the blue, like the blue themes coming in the frontside Misty. The Aetherius obviously has the blue base with a bit of green. Like the likes of Ripple rather than the Valiant, I think is actually quite a nice PG50 choice. XM Slipstream, Cold Fusion, Anodized Navy. The M4A4 being a converter is probably the only thing here that doesn't make too much sense to me. Because everything else, outside of the Mac 10 calf skin as well, is leaning towards this being a blue loadout, which I really like. You might not be after suggestions, but my suggestions are going to be, for the Mac 10, go buy yourself an Ensnared. You can get it in minimal wear for under 10 cents. And it's going to be this grey blue that pairs in perfectly for what you're going for. And then for the M4A4, I know the converter is like under $1, and you've got some slightly more expensive stickers, but if you want just to complete this blue loadout, then what you could do is pick up a minimal wear Spider Lily. It's about $4 to $5, but I mean, or you could go for a field test Emperor, that'll be about 15. But if you wanted to go for like the more budget friendly one, I think going for a Spider Lily, that would honestly tie off your loadout really well. So although it's more budget friendly, which again, we can't really mark you down for, and there's no gloves again, probably because it's budget friendly, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I think across the board, you've hit this blue theme really well. I like a lot of the picks. Really, just the M4F1 needs sort of out, and maybe the Mac 10, and then you'd be at like a 9, I'd say. Okay, so this is Dream Nuts loadout. I'm pretty sure I've clicked through the links. Note here is he's slowly building his inventory, but just bought a house, so it's on the back burner, which is fair enough. Some nice crafts in there, and I want to get a Gut Knife Phase 1 and Imperial Blades for the Knife and Glove combo. All bought on Skinport. The man knows the score. You've seen the sponsor at the start. Check out the link in the description. Go buy and sell your skins on Skinport. Help me with the plug there, mate. Thank you very much. Your first skin, all pink DD-Pat in factory new, 0.69 float, with an iBuyPower Hollow from Cologne. And it's on the scope. I really like this. I think I wish they kept the pink DD-Pat scope that they had at the start of CS2, where it still had the theme. But that sticker on the scope works so well with the pink DD-Pat, so I love this. Stained glass MP9 with 4 batteries. We'll check this out as well. This actually looks kind of cool. I know it's a lot for an MP9, but the stickers on the stained glass actually work quite well. Then Mac 10 fade with 92% fade with battle scarred hollows. I'm not 100% sure on the stickers on this actually, because I think the fade percentage in itself is so nice. You could almost run no stickers, but if you like it, obviously that's personal preference. Ah, he's crafted on the M4 that I'm super interested in crafting on, but I just can't justify. So my thing is, I wish the Dark Blossom got a bit more of a upgrade with CS2, like a bit brighter, but the Furia Hollows on the Dark Blossom I can actually get behind. So again, this is a very interesting craft. I like this. And then some of the others got a Luminosity Hollow on the Hyper Beast, pink DD Pat with the VP and Phase. I pretty much got something similar to that. Night Vision Field Test on the AK. Sandstorm with the EG hollows. I guess you're going to have a purple pattern. Oh, my guess was right. This is pretty much full purple pattern as well, which is crazy good. And then the stickers on it work well as well. Neo Queen fits into the theme. Rapid Eye does as well. So really, you're going pink and purple, which I can really get behind. Honestly, mate, obviously there's no knife and glove combo. I think there's like one suggestion I'm gonna have, which you might already be thinking because you've gone pinky purple. You've gone for Night Terror, which I guess at the time was probably because there was no other good. It's probably because there was no other good purple or like pinky A1S really to go for. Like you got the Decimator, which is blue and pink, but purple wise kind of lacked. Obviously, you can now go for a Black Lotus, and I'll just get one up. So this is my Black Lotus. I think if you let the prices drop for this, like for another couple of weeks, picking this up, and obviously if you get them Battle Scarred, it goes a bit more pinky as well. Mine just field test it. This would add into your loadout really well. So I would say across the board for crafts and themes, like this is an 8.5 out of 10. It is missing the knife and glove combo, but I'm taking in mind that you've said that Gut Knife Phase 1 and Imperial Blades is what you're going to work towards. That will take it from like 8.5 into like a solid 9.5, and then I think really just going for an A1S upgrade into the likes of the Black Lotus would really tie this off. But I really like what you've gone for here, mate. I like some of the crafts as well. Now, Discord wise, this should be Rocksmins have said, please ignore the green skins. They're for a friend. And that was yesterday, but the green skins, here they are. I see some of the green skins now, okay. Battle Scarred Night Terror, I love. Field Test it. Moonrise, big fan of the Moonrise. I do like the Apocalypse, though. We don't get to use the Sawed Off that much, but I mean, I kind of want the Sawed Off to get a bit more meta, like the XM and Nova was, just because we've got so many skins for it. So very much purple theme we're going for here with the Crazy 8. I guess the only thing really, Nova Wild 6. I don't think I've ever looked at this skin in game. Hold on, I've never looked at this in game. This gives me Rat Rod vibes, honestly. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to pair together what your theme is here. So I can see like a lot of red, and then I see some orange. There's also like the purpley pink in the A1S. The safety net, this is a personal preference one. I know you say you like this. I don't really like safety nets at all, but that's again personal preference. Then there's orange skins here. Like you got the Modest Threat, you got the Urban Hazard, you got the Orange Clash. So there's a nice mix of budget things. I guess the main thing here, Rocksman, is what's the theme now that you're going for? Or is it just a case of picking up like the skins that you like and running with them? I'd say across the board, like this is probably a 7 out of 10 loadout. Right, and now we've got Nitros, which are a bit expensive to the cheapest. Battle Scarred Mecha Industry with a mix of heroics, huh? I don't know about this one, Chief. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see the rest of your skins are Battle Scarred or not. This is Mecha Industries and Print Streams are skins that when they exceed field test it, they get a bit of a weird look on them. I don't know if I can back this one. The red DD Pat souvenir will be nice. I do like the Orbit Mark 1, a bit of an underrated red AK. I know you've had the question about the Cyrexes. You've got one that's min wear, and then you've got one that's a better float for factory new. You have 2 ops. I guess, actually I can't even pair what theme you're going for here. Maybe no theme at all? It must be no theme at all, right, Nitro? Which is fair. Again, not everyone has to build a theme. But a lot of the loadouts are based on themes. That's why I'm trying to figure that one out. So Battle Scarred Asimov. Asimovs and Battle Scarred look cool. The Cyrex is the Cyrex. Battle Scarred Ice Cold. So I can also guess, Nitro, are you a heroic fan? Just because you put heroic stickers on a few skins. You got 4 hollows, so are you waiting to cook something? I feel like I might be harsh with it, but I'm going to give this a 6, maybe a 6.5. There's a lot of mixed skins. Some of them, I mean, again, it can be personal preference, so if you really like this, like, you really like it, that's all that matters at the end of the day. The Battle Scarred Mecha Industries wouldn't be my cup of tea. I do like both the ops we've picked. But yeah, I mean, we might need to know in the comments, like, what's the plan with the loadout? Where are we taking it? Now, we have GamerDad QC, and if I remember correctly, you have loads of what the hell? Really cool like this loadout. In the past, you had loads of default items that you put stickers on, and now they're not here at all. Have you put them in a store? You don't even have a storage container. You're going for field tested duct tape gloves before a knife with my loadouts. Now, I could get behind the duct tape gloves for this. The new Scout Disaster looks good. You've gone for an ironwork, so there's a lot of like greys in here. Black Nile and field tested that goes bronze like. Got some simple scratch stickers. Lead conduit. The basilisk works into this. The cartel works in as well. And then the Edge Lord obviously pairs in nice. So this is like a sort of grey themed inventory, I'm going to say. But grey might not be the best. Grey, silver sort of vibe. Probably a little bit more realistic. You've done one of the main things here that people are doing with cartels. They're just putting like 5 stickers on the grip area, the stock, whatever the hell it's called, to sort of add into that. Because obviously there's enough design on the cartel already. As it is, you don't really have to do too much more. I mean, this one is definitely a bit more unique in regards to the skins that are being picked. I can get behind that. I think once you have the duct tape gloves, I would say this will probably be like a 7.5, maybe pushing an 8. I know you said not sure what knife. I think if with the right knife and right gloves, this could be like an 8 out of 10 loadout for the theme. Now, Itachi's loadout, which is this, he's been in the skin section of the Discord. If you guys don't know, if you're not in the Discord yet, go join it. We've got dedicated skin section, dedicated esports section where people help crafts and just posting what they've been doing. Itachi has been cooking. One of the big things is Phase 1 bayonet Doppler, or M9 bayonet too, which means you get this pinky purple blue that looks really good. He's got the field tested Nox gloves. These got upgraded. You can see the patterns. I like these a lot. This craft with the paper DreamHack still looks crazy good. It's a field tested fuel injector with a 4x of the Copenhagen wolves from it. The color palette sort of meshing really well. And this is again kind of a good example of how you don't necessarily need to have hollows and foils and stuff. You can actually do really nice crafts with papers like this. And I know Itachi's loadout is a little bit more expensive at the 3K mark. A lot of you guys might be looking at that. These Glocky hollows, the FX hollows are very, very sought after, I think, for crafts, and then the signature ones look really cool, especially like this and how it pairs onto the Neon Rider. Like, it looks really good. Now you'll notice a theme of those. Look at Ozzy. Is that how you pronounce it? Like these are everywhere on it. So I swear. And then you got some. Okay, you got some stickers chilling, waiting to go into something. Some very expensive stickers just chilling. You have the. I know this pickup you've been talking about because it's got the resin paper from Cattle 14 on it. And you've used the new crafting ability to avoid putting it at the bottom. So grip-wise, obviously my thumb covers it here, but when you use it in-game, I think I only cover the Cattle 14 text. You actually still see the red at the back, which is kind of cool. See, he's cooking some VSM crafts as well. Got more of these Look at Aussie stickers. A lot of purple and pink here across the board. Now, glove-wise, yeah, you're going black gloves. And then you've got the... So I can't remember why you picked up the fuel injector. I can't remember what it was if you're just getting crafts that you like to mix between. I guess that's probably the big thing of having the not the Pandora's box, the Nox gloves, because you can then use either AK and it's not going to clash. I want to see this in-game. I think this looks cool. Like, pattern-wise, you got really nice pattern on it. And then the pink and the purple just looks super cool. Again, those stickers pair in so well. And that you can see even overprints work with this sort of like combination. I mean, I think it's fair to say you're getting like a 9 out of 10. There's probably a couple of things where there's maybe questions of like how, like what we're doing here. Like this is cool as well. Chainmail with the NIP. I can't remember what you were thinking theme wise, but there's a lot of pink and purple, which I love. I like the agents you've got as well for T side. And CT side, you're going for FBI Sniper for the grey. Like, just there's a lot of cool stuff in here, mate. So I think as you keep building this out, you'll be very close to hitting the 10 out of 10. So you and Tom are very on par in like where you're at with your loadouts. Now, Moko's message was that they're going for a neon aesthetic loadout, and someone's put a dub in it. So let's see. Oh, Pink Jam. That's not Neo Queens. Come on. Pink Jam Shadow Daggers. I kind of fuck with these. Like, look at the glow. It's actually glow in the background. These look... I know some people don't like Shadow Daggers or shout about them being butt plugs. The main issue these used to have was that the crosshair used to change on the screen when you would draw them. They fixed that for CS2, so you no longer get that issue. And it makes getting Dopplers super cheap in comparison. So I love this. Neon Rider, again, similar sort of vibe here. We're going for purple and pinky sort of crafts on it, which the FX, the History Hollows, the Annihilation Hollows, and the Minio Hollows all really work for. Agent-wise, you're good. Neo Noir looks... Oh yeah, you got Neo Noir across the board where you can. So USP, M4, Glock, and Op all sit in that. You've got Decimeter where you can. Now, these have 5. I want to see this with 5 stickers. I mean, placement-wise, this is a little bit crazy, but it's also unique. I want to see how it looks like in-game if you're just running around with it. Yeah, it just really adds to it. Okay, this is cool. Like, RMR stickers are budget, so sort of using them for a mass combination like this is fine. Visions is great. You've got Guinea Pig stickers on it. So Neon Rider, good again. You've got the Neon Rider combos. You've got the... Hold on, have we seen gloves yet? This might be the only thing that stops this being a 10. You've got the Kiss Glove. Again, fits in. Chromatic Aberration fits in. XOXO, I can only imagine you've gone for a pink pattern. Okay, not full pink. You would be able to get this back bit full pink, but again, I do like, again, another unique craft on it. I'd say the pattern to get full pink at the back might be the only thing, but I know you might want the blue. Melodramas, Trigger Discipline, right, this is expensive to cheap, so you don't have gloves yet, which I guess is the only thing. This is a 9 out of 10 as well. I love everything about this. I like the fact you're happy to use Shadow Daggers as well. Theme-wise, good skin, good theme. All you need now is gloves, mate, which I guess are going to have to be Imperial Blades. I know glove-wise you're probably having to go towards Imperial Blades, but you could kind of get away with the overprints a little bit if you want to play in this blue, purple, pink sort of combination like this. Now, none of these loadouts came with any sort of messages on them, so we'll just sort of flick through the skins and see what there is. And knife-wise, we've got a well-worn black laminate, like $200 loadout, going for your first knife, I guess. This looks good. We talked about how the Empress is basically the best value from any AK in the game. Neo Noir in Op is probably similar conversation. USB Traitor, I really like. Bullet Queen isn't my cup of tea, but I do like it. Same for Buzzkill, like that fits in nicely. You've got a Field Test and Night Terror in there. Firefight Gale, Spectre ZX. So when it comes to like hitting budget skins, you're doing a good job here. Like the Night Terror, the Spectrum, the Light Rail, the Discotheque, all really good. And then your main skins, Empress, Neo Noir, Traitor, and obviously because you don't have gloves, you can get away with no theme. And then it's just this gut knife in Well Worn as the main item, which honestly I think looks kind of good. I mentioned that how earlier in the video how I was looking for knives I could possibly give away. Gut knife was Black Lamb was one of them I was considering. I feel like for a budget loadout, this is like an 8 out of 10. Like, I think you've hit like where you need to spend the money. You've done a really good job on it. So I like this. Oh, you've got an inheritance. You're winning me over just alone with this. This is Saipine's Industry. I hope I pronounced that correctly. All right. Already, I can get behind this sort of loadout. So there is a Battle-Scarred Inheritance, which you have to take a look at. What I would really like to know is, have you unboxed this or did you just buy this? What I mentioned in another video is when you go Battle-Scarred for this, you get more bits of like chips of gold in it. It's like the way the Japanese have like that really cool artwork way of like recreating things or like restoring things. So this is amazing. Oh, the Huntsman Gamma Doppler. I haven't paid too much attention to a lot of floats, but this has 4 ones in it. You guys know I love Huntsman knives. I think outside of draw animations, outside of inspect animations, these are some of the best knives in the game. I love the Gamma Doppler. I have a Phase 3. This is a Phase 1, so big fan. Battle-Scarred Amphibious Gloves. I'm not sure on. To be honest, they look better than I was anticipating. These still work. Onitaji with the Dig Hollow. I hope it's on the scope. And you've not let me down. This looks so good. I actually think that because the scope has that bit of orange on it, this is a really good sticker to have with it. Empress has, again, another Dig Hollow from Cologne. It's also got a Cato 15 and a Cato 14 sticker with a 0.69 float. I mean, like, overall, I would probably change the second sticker. That Flash Gaming sticker, I think, doesn't really fit in for what we're going for. I guess there's a bit of blue in it. But the Cato 14 Complexity, love it. This pattern, I still can't make out what this like percentage is meant to mean. It must be for the yellow, so again, we've gone for a bit of a yellow pattern on the case hardened here. Holy, the cartel has been picked up with a Cato 14 hollow on it. It's Mystic. This would have been the best place for it before CS2 updated it and cut the sticker into. Mystic Hollow right at the end of the gun, which you're going to see anytime you're using it. So that's super cool. I guess you have like a bit of a theme going here. These case hardened gloves are surely paired with the case hardened knife. Your Amphibious are surely paired with the Gamma Doppler. You've got a Phase 3 Gamma Doppler Glock. You've got a Jaguar here. Dragon King with Cato 15 LGB and then a Scudoodle on it is cool. And then we're into the slightly cheaper skins. This is a 9 out of 10. Theme-wise, I think we might be a little bit messy. I'm not sure exactly what's being paired with what. But I guess, okay, is it going to be CT? Is CT blue? Is that, what's the USP? Is the CT like blue, purple, and then you've gone, I don't know, like greeny yellow on the T side? I'm not 100% sure, but some of the skins here are fantastic. Some of the floats are great. You've got Cattle 14 stickers on them. Like, and then the Inheritance and Battlescar looks really good as well. So I am a big fan of this loadout, mate. Now, I believe this is Ryan's, Soldier Bravo, hashtag Skinport, just saying. So this is a more budget-friendly one, $100, which is still a very respectable amount. It's actually a solid amount to be putting into skins. A nice midwear field test at Hyper Beast, another field test at Frontside Misty. Snack Attack, I'm not a big fan of. Blueprint, I can get behind with the Spirit stickers. Aetheris, best value for money op in the game. Mount Fuji is super good as well. Avalanche is nice. You could have maybe scraped the field test it. And I guess you're waiting to do something with these stickers. But Aloha, I like that in there as a scout. Everything else is kind of blue-ish. Yeah, you're definitely going for a blue loadout, which I can get for almost everything except for the MP9 and then for the Glock. For the Glock, you could be going Moonrise or you could be going like Winterized, not Moonrise. You could be going for Off-World or you could be going for Winterized. I want to see the Hyper Beast in game with the G2 stickers. So the holo is on the mag. I think if you could down the line upgrade all 4 stickers or these 3 to be holos as well, this would look really good because a 0.25 float for the field test of Hyper Beast. The mag starts to get battered a little bit. But overall, it still looks pretty good for like the idle animation like this of how you're going to hold it most of the time. So yeah, this is like a 7 out of 10, mate. I like it. Like, this is Quax's loadout, and I'm pretty certain this is the giveaway skin he had, because I've got down that he won an M4A4D Noir minimal wear, so it must be this one. So already extra points for that. He has a Gamma Doppler Phase 4, a minimal wear Ice Blue Mink, okay, and then Well Worn. Well, that's an interesting name tag. We'll skim over that one. Is it mostly in the knives? Yeah, I think it's going to be mostly in the knives is the value, and then the AK. So you've got 2 M4A4s. I know probably, I don't know, you might be selling this or something because you've already got a Tooth Fairy, which you put the new lit stickers on, a bit of red on it. I actually want to see how this looks in game. You got the rig on, you got the Astralis, the lit. It's not a perfect craft, but we don't see many people using the Tooth Fairy, so this is a little different. Surely you've unboxed the slag, right? Or have you just bought the StatTrak slag? Maybe you unboxed it because you got the Dark Sigil as well. I don't even want to see what pattern this potentially is. MP9 food chain with this craft. Oh, I might actually like this. Yeah, I actually quite like this. I like the crafts you can do with food chains where you can really blend the colors in. You've got the Ocean Drive there. I mean, I'm going to say this is like a solid 7 out of 10 loadout again. And then we have our runes, which he's getting points to the profile. Renault Twingo 1.2 GT. $13 worth of skins, so we're talking like super budget, which again isn't an issue. So his is really going to be on the picks he's gone for. So the Aetheris in Battlescarred, really nice budget option, strips away a lot of the blue, keeps the snake on it, big fan. And just in case you guys didn't know how that looked, this is how it looks. Deagle Directive, I would prefer a light rail, but not. I can get behind this. M4A4's Night Terror, really strong pick. Alternatives really would have been like Flashback or a Mud Spec. Flashback could have been a good shout because you've got the Flashback USP. You have two Moonrises. I'm not sure why. Oh, you do have a Flashback A1S as well. Okay, so you've got a Trigger Discipline and then the Legion of Anubis as your main. This is a 7 out of 10 again. Obviously, we're not diving into the knife and glove combo. You're not really going to be forcing a theme on this budget. I just have questions. Alright, maybe you just want to change between these A1Ss. That's fine. But why do you have 2 Moonrises? Well, I had 2 people that didn't work initially because of like an IP issue reviewing inventories, but I fixed that now. So these are the last 2. Now, this is Sit Down Son. I don't know what the... Whose was this in Discord, maybe? Autotronic Huntsman Knife, already dub. I'm a fan of Huntsman's. I like the Autotronic. It's going to be paired with the red gloves as well. It's 0.21 blood pressures, float-wise for the blood pressures, which is kind of cool. We then got a Falchion Brightwater, which I don't see any other gloves for, so I'm not sure if you're planning a blue side. Factory New Orbit. I don't know if that's your birthday or what that meaning is, but with Phase, Rios on it, and Hollows. I want to see how this looks, actually. I hope I call this a Bloodsport and not a Mark 1. This is a slightly different craft. I can get behind it. He does have a Shantico's Fire, which is super underappreciated, and we don't see enough of. So there's a lot of red going on here. This is definitely like red on the op. No idea what the name tag says, but you got paint stickers on the Battlescarred Hollow. You got Tyloo RMR Hollows on the Traitor, which will look good. Really, I want to see how this I just want to show the Shantico's Fire in game. This is another one that I'm going to say is like a 7.5 out of 10. I like the knife and glove combo. I'm not sure what you're cooking with the Brightwater, And every other skin in here is good. I'd say maybe even an 8 out of 10, mate, because the skins are good that you've gone for. Like I say, I feel like this just is a very, like, in-your-face skin that isn't necessarily always easy to pair into a theme. And I think that might be why some people step away from it, but I really like the concept and, like, the color palette of the Shantico's Fire. And then the last loadout here, whose name I'm not reading out for obvious reasons. Asimov with the Apex stickers on it is nice. Neo Noir is pretty cool as well. You've got an in-living color in here. It's not loading the previews for some reason. I don't know why. But again, a more budget-friendly loadout. I think a field test Asimov is solid. So is a Neo Noir. Nightmare is a solid A1S skin. You've got 2 ups in here. Glock Vogue is decent, not my cup of tea. A1S field test in-living colors, cool as well. I mean, across the board, these are some solid skins. Not much of a theme, so this is like a 7 out of 10, no doubt. And that's us, guys. Because I had to reconnect the VPN to see the final loadouts, I'm now connected to the Counter-Strike network. But that is a much longer video today, but I want to give you guys something back and like sort of look at the inventories fully. So I've done every single person to go sit in the Discord. So we're going to do these every 2 to 3 months. So if you're wondering like how do I get included in it, there you go. Join the Discord. It's linked down below. And there's a dedicated inventories review section. Well, this 9 Pandas Gamer Legions game looks like it's going to be a crazy ending. But I'm going to finish up, as I was saying there before, the network issues. If you are, we do have a dedicated inventories review section, which is just for you guys to utilize and talk about. If you are a YouTube member, obviously one of the benefits of that is you get dedicated inventory reviews each month on Discord. And then you get priority on stream and for videos like this as well. And then really the final reminder is just that the giveaway for today is going to be for a Stat Track AK-47 Rat Rod in Field Test It. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let me know which skin from today was your favourite down below. That's how you enter it. We'll pick the winner in Discord in a few days' time. I'm going to end it here because it's a super long video. Hopefully you guys appreciate it. We'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.